In this video, I am going to talk about classes, means how to attend them, what are the things, how should you schedule them, what courses or how many courses you should take, all regarding the proper classes I am going to talk about in this. So let's start. So this is a typical class where you will get this kind of arrangement, the stair arrangement. And I would advise you to always sit in the front. The reason being, the accent of the professor is not very known to us. It's not very familiar. That is why it is very difficult to understand from a distance what they are exactly trying to say. So first is this thing. The second thing is you should always revise the lecture slides before coming to the class. The reason being, here because of the accent, you are not able to understand properly. So if you are familiar with the lecture slides before attending the lecture, it is always beneficial for you. And the professors always release either like all the lecture slides of a whole that particular subject, or one by one. Like my professor for the class just I attended, he releases the lecture slides just before the lecture, 1 day prior, 2 day prior, that's it. So that's the case. It's about understanding. You have to at least spend like 1 or 2 hours on the lecture slides before coming to the class. Then only you can understand and relate what professor is trying to tell. Yes. So one of my friend asked me that I have iPad, so should I bring it to NTU? Will it be useful? So yes, it will be useful, because even though most of the part the professor tells in the lecture is all from the lecture notes itself, so but still sometimes they mention some important concepts or something important about the examination, about projects. So you should always have to take the running notes. So if you have an iPad, it will be very useful or iPad or something like that. It will be very useful for taking notes. And I would like to mention one more thing, that as soon as lecture gets over, make the notes of that lecture that day itself, because you won't find time after that, because first you will procrastinate thinking that this lecture is again in the next week, so let's skip it for today. But don't do like that. Trust me on that. Now, talking about the subjects here, to complete the course for masters, either you have to complete 10 subjects in 1 year, or 8 subjects with a master project. So I am going to talk about the case where you have taken 10 subjects. So out of those 10 subjects, the 4 subjects are compulsory subjects, that is the core subjects they are called as, means you have to complete them. It's not an optional subject. The rest of the subjects are elective subjects. They are in specialized topics about maybe for my course it was about computer vision, then about urban computing, that is like IoT. This is the thing. So what I would advise you to do is, do not take all the 4 core subjects together in one semester. You should always distribute it. Actually I have done that mistake, that's why I'm speaking by experience. What the ideal thing you should do is, in each semester there is total 4 core compulsory courses. In each semester take only 2 core courses, and rest 3 courses should be elective, so that in the next semester the electives are always the advanced ones. Okay, so in the next semester you will have again 2 core courses, and the other 3 will be the 3 advanced elective courses of the same domain. Like for example, in my SEM 1 I had the subject of computer vision, in my SEM 2 I have the subject of advanced computer vision. So like that. I hope you get the idea. Never make the mistake of taking all the core courses together. It is a lot of burden to be very honest. So yeah, that's it for the courses. And then there is one more thing I want to discuss is, I'm talking about the number of classes in a week or in a day. So per day you have only 1 class in most of the cases. There is one exception, but that's okay. But in most of the cases you have only 1 class per day, so you can, and that's too in the evening, so you can manage those things and always keep time, a proper schedule. Now I'm going to tell my schedule, that how do I manage my time with all these classes and all. So talking about my day and how do I manage my classes with all the project work and all the and having a readings and managing the classes. So I wake up at 7 o'clock and till 12 o'clock I do all my chores like cleaning the room, then taking a bath, cooking food for both the times, lunch and dinner. And till 12 o'clock I finish all these things, and at 12 only I have my lunch. So after that, from 12 to 6, I study the lecture notes of the upcoming lecture, the lecture of the day. Like for today, the lecture was of 3D deep learning. So for that, and the lecture slides were already provided. Today was my first lecture. So I was like going through the slides, making notes, familiarizing myself with the topics and with the terminology so that I can understand well in the class. So from that I do from 12 to 6. Then from 6:30 to 9:30 I have my class, and in the class basically, since it's a long class of 3 hours, professors always have either one break or two break. Means if it's one break, then it's of 20 minutes. If it's two break, it's of 10 minutes. So in that break time, I basically pack my dinner with me. I take my lunch box and have my dinner in the class itself. It's not technically allowed to eat inside the class, but no one does not matter about it. Means no one doesn't care about it. So you can have your dinner in your. I have my dinner in class. Then from 9:30 I go back to my room, and then I study again. Maybe doing some project work, because for each and every course you have to do some projects, some assignments. So again doing some study, and then around this continues up to like 12 or maybe 1 o'clock. Then I go to sleep 1 o'clock. This is the day how I manage my all the stuff basically. And whenever if something new come up, like then I try to keep it in the bracket before 12 only, because I do not want to compromise my time of study from those 6 hours, 12 to 6. Because in that 6 hours I not only go to the lecture slides, but I also do some like assignment work of that particular course subject, or some project work. Basically study for the course totally. This is how I manage my time throughout the day. So one more thing about the classes. If you're trying to do an part-time masters, then at that time maximum number of subjects which you can take in a semester is 3. But I just spoke with a friend. She's also part-timer. She says that if you are having a job here in Singapore, and then if you want to do part-time, then always prefer taking 2 subjects per semester, because it becomes hectic. But if you have a lighter subject which does not require much of your attention, in that case you can go with 3 subjects, but prefer only 2, as the maximum tenure of this part-time is 4 years, but the minimum is of 2 years. So in that way, if you're a part-timer, then always take 2 subjects per semester. One more interesting thing about classes, especially about the course registration, is this course registration is not only for a day. It lasts over 2 weeks, where when you register for the course on the first day, then you can just take the courses, see how you feel about them. And if you are like, yes, I can do this course in particular, this particular thing, then you can just keep it, or you can drop it, because it's not only for 1 week. It's more than it continues up to 2 weeks. So you can just try all the first classes of each course, and just see that what do you think that yes, I should do this course or not do. So that's one of the more good thing about NTU course registration. And to be specific, and if something comes in my mind, I will add it up. Let's see. Talking about exams and how the course assessment has been done. So for my particular course, that is Masters in AI, there is no formal exam, means the final exam of 3 hours or something like that. That thing is not there. But in the for grading, they use basically 2 to 3 types of parameters. That is, there is a project, then assignments and quizzes. So quizzes and assignments means they may be there, they may not be there. It totally depends on the instructor. There is no a formal or a proper framework that a particular instructor have to follow that only. It's nothing like that. It totally depends on the instructor. Like one of my courses do not have any assignments, but have 1 quiz and 1 final project. So it totally depends on that. So now I'm going to tell that how to attend the quiz and assignments. As soon as you get the details of the assignment, start it. Because it's not the simple BTech assignments or the kind of which we get in India, that you can just start it 2 to 3 days prior and just complete it easily. It's not like that. because here for each assignment you have to do sufficient amount of research if you want to get good grades for that assignments. They just don't give away marks, you have to earn those marks. So start assignments as soon as you get it. You have to research for it in depth, then only, and you have to spend a lot of time in that, then only you can get good assignment grades. About quiz, it's basically sometimes open book, sometimes closed book, and that quiz depends on, it can be of 1.5 hours, then of 20 minutes, of 10 minutes. It all depends on the professor. So for quizzes, prepare thoroughly, because they do not only ask about of what they have taught in the lecture. They go deeper. Means if they have like taught any particular topic, let's say about transformers, they will just give a high level idea about transformers. So, but you have to go dig deep into it more. You have to study by your own self, which they will not always do. So it's not like that you have to just watch the lecture slides, study the lecture slides, and you will get all of it. No, you have to go deeper by yourself, go read research papers, read books, and know and go deeper into the subject. Then only you will be able to score good in quiz. And in quiz, I would say in general, expect the unexpected, because in my previous semester of mathematics quiz, sir put 20 MCQs questions. MCQs question, and all those about fundamental MCQs, means in this particular formula, why do we use this, is it true or false, something like that. But if you say like it's MCQ, so it's easy. No, it's not at all easy. So you have to and in that exam there were only like 3 questions where you have to like solve those questions, as everything was MCQs. So for a maths test, it does not we don't find it something similar in India. So expect the unexpected. Anything can be asked and everything can be asked for the quiz. Then for assignments, start as soon as you get it, and for projects also start as soon as you get it, and pick your teammates wisely, because if you have a free rider who do not contribute more, it is going to be a big problem for you, because everyone has to do work, else it is not going to make work, because it's not like only one can do the work and everything will happen smoothly. It's not India, my dear, it's Singapore. So you have to, and especially it's NTU, so each and every team member have to properly contribute, then only you will get good grades in assignments and projects. So that's it from this total video. Thank you.